My child, before anything else reaches your ears, pause for a moment and breathe. What I'm about to reveal is not ordinary, not random, not something crafted by chance. It comes from a place far older than your fears and far higher than your struggles. This message has been waiting for you in the unseen halls of the heavens. And heaven does not release a message like this unless a turning point has already begun in your life. My beloved, listen with your spirit. Archangel Michael has spoken something concerning you. Something weighty, something urgent, something wrapped in divine abundance. He says a blessing of great magnitude has already been assigned to your life. But if your eyes had not reached this message today, that blessing would have remained out of your reach. Yet you are here, and that alone tells me destiny is moving. Child, hear me. You did not stumble into these words. Your soul brought you here. Your spirit pulled you forward. Your destiny demanded your attention. The wealth that has been circling your life, paused, delayed, blocked, restrained, is no longer hiding in the shadows. It is rising. It is awakening. It is finding its way back to its rightful owner, you. But listen carefully now. Do not drift, do not blink, do not wander. What I'm about to say was almost stopped from reaching you. This message was resisted. 3 times forces of delay tried to divert it, but heaven insisted. Heaven pushed. Heaven won. And now you are reading what was meant for you all along. Before I open the deeper part, I must ask you something gently but truthfully. Do you feel that subtle trembling in your chest right now? That strange heaviness turning into calmness? That quiet voice inside saying, something is about to shift? That sensation is not imagination. That is confirmation. Your spirit recognizes the truth before your mind does. My beloved, stay with me. Do not skip, do not rush, do not disconnect. Every line in this message unlocks another layer. Every word removes another barrier. Every moment you stay aligned allows heaven to widen your path. Your blessing is not just money. It is healing. It is freedom, it is repayment, it is justice. It is the return of everything you lost, everything stolen, everything delayed. Child, let me bring you into what heaven witnessed. Someone, not a stranger, not a faraway soul, someone who recognized your potential long before you did, felt threatened by your future. Their jealousy spoke silently against your rise. Their insecurity shadowed your blessing. Their doubt created temporary fog around your path. They did not stop your blessing, but they slowed it, because heaven allowed a delay, not to punish you, but to strengthen you. But the delay ends now. Archangel Michael stepped forward and said, "This soul has carried enough weight. Release what belongs to them." And when he said it, the spiritual chains around your abundance cracked. The walls began to crumble. The blockage started dissolving. Child, stay here, because the next truth is deeper. Heaven does not call you by accident. Heaven calls when the timeline has reached its opening, and your timeline has opened right now, in this very moment. Everything inside you that feels warm, heavy, calm, or awakened is heaven signaling that the first gate has already shifted. But listen,
because this part matters. If you want heaven to keep guiding you, stay connected. Stay subscribed to the flow of messages. Don't disconnect when your path is finally being aligned. Heaven has waited long enough for you. Now, lean in closer, because someone in the spiritual realm spoke your name. Someone intervened on your behalf. Someone asked heaven to break the barriers surrounding you. And when your name echoed through the higher realm, the room fell silent. Archangel Michael stood and said, "This one rises now." He ordered, "Return their wealth, return their opportunities, return their abundance." And that is why this message is so urgent, because the blessing has already begun moving toward you. But it needs your awareness, your presence, your spiritual alignment. Now, child, let me tell you the deeper secret. There is a treasure written for you in the unseen world. Your name is not written on it with ink. It is engraved in light. Inside this treasure lies more than money. It contains approvals, breakthroughs, support, unexpected help, canceled burdens, divine compensation. It was locked for years, not because heaven denied you, but because someone asked the divine to hold it back. That request has been rejected now. The lock is cracking open, and with every line you read, the chains weaken further. When you reach the end of this message, child, the lock breaks completely. Your blessing begins to move freely.
My child, listen. What tried to stand in the way of your blessing was strong, but what is moving toward you now is stronger. The resistance was loud, but heaven's decision is louder. The blessing that has been released over your life is not small, not fragile, not temporary. It is the kind of blessing that rewrites stories. It shifts families. It changes patterns that have been repeating for years. It reaches into the past, touches your present, and rearranges your future. But heaven has attached a condition to this wealth. You must stay awake. You must stay aware. You must not close your heart halfway. You must not walk away from the very message that is opening your dates. Every sentence you read right now is not just information. It is an action in the spiritual realm. Each paragraph is like a key turning. Each line is like a lock loosening. Each word is like a crack in the old structure that kept your blessing caged. My beloved, hear this truth without denial. Someone did try to interfere with what belongs to you. Someone did not want to see your rise. Someone felt exposed by your potential. They were afraid that if you prospered, their own intentions, their own weakness, their own envy would be revealed. So they wished for your delay. They wanted your steps to be slow. They wanted your light to dim just enough so their own comfort could remain undisturbed. But heaven watched. Heaven recorded every thought, every word, every intention. And when the time was full, Archangel Michael stood and declared, "Enough! Return what belongs to them. Do not let this soul walk another day without what has already been written in their name." Child, this moment you are in right now is not ordinary time. This is a bend in your destiny. This is a turning in your timeline. This is the place where delay ends and movement begins. But understand something deeper. The wealth that is coming to you is not just numbers in an account. It is freedom from old patterns.
It is the lifting of burdens that sat on your shoulders for years. It is healing for the parts of you that wondered if you were forgotten. It is repayment for every silent night you questioned if life would ever change. Heaven did not ignore your tears. Heaven stored them. Heaven did not overlook your pain. Heaven weighed it. And now, heaven has decided, compensate this soul, restore this life, balance what was made uneven. My beloved, I see this clearly. Your blessing was never denied. It was only delayed. And the delay has reached its final day. There is above you a kind of divine clock, not like the clocks on your wall, but a spiritual timer that measures seasons, battles, growth, and readiness. That clock has just reached its moment. The bell has rung in the unseen realm. The waiting season is expiring. Archangel Michael announces over you, this blessing will not pass them. This door will not close in their absence, but they must remain present in spirit until the last word is spoken. My child, are you still here? Yes, you are. And your presence here is proof that something inside you refuses to give up, refuses to walk away, refuses to abandon the promise that has always been linked to your name. Because you stayed, another gate just opened. Now listen to what heaven is revealing next. Right before a divine financial shift, heaven often sends a sign, a very specific, very personal sign that most people miss. They think it is just mood, just fatigue, just random emotion. But it is not random. The sign is this: a weight settles on your heart for a moment, not like depression, not like ordinary sadness, but like a deep pause. And then, soon after, a strange calm follows, a quiet inner peace that does not match your circumstances, as if your soul knows something is approaching, but your mind can't explain why. Child, search your recent days. Have you felt that? A heaviness followed by an unusual stillness? A wave of emotion, then a deep, sudden quiet inside. That is not coincidence. That is heaven preparing you. That is your spirit adjusting to receive what is already moving in your direction. Sometimes this sign appears as silence within you, a kind of inner stillness that feels sacred, not empty. You might notice a moment where everything goes quiet inside, even if the outside world remains noisy. That stillness is not emptiness. It is preparation. Heaven uses that silence to sweep your path, to clear out old spiritual dust, to remove invisible blockages, to align you with what is about to arrive. Do not ignore that feeling. Do not treat it as just a mood. It is a message in disguise. My beloved, the angels did not release this word at a random time. They chose this exact moment because your life has reached a point where change can no longer be postponed. You have completed a battle that many never see. You have passed a test that no one applauded. You have finished a chapter of hidden struggle. This message is not the beginning of your story. It is the public announcement of what heaven already decided in private. Child, understand why the warning is so strong. Your blessing is tied to timing. Your wealth is attached to a window. Your abundance has a doorway on your timeline. If you walk past that door without recognizing it, the door must be opened again later, and that reopening can cost time, energy, and seasons. Heaven does not want you to wander in delay anymore. That is why the message is sharp, urgent, direct. Open this as soon as you see it. Stay with it until the end. Do not disconnect. Do not delay. You are not standing before a small chance. You are standing before a divine appointment. But hear this next part clearly. Heaven did not just release money to you. It released protection with it. It released promotion with it. It released authority over the patterns that once controlled you. Those who once had influence over your path no longer have permission to shape your future. The hands that once held your finances in spiritual bondage have been removed. The cycles that kept repeating, the almost there but not quite, the open doors closing at the last moment, the promises that never manifested, those cycles are breaking as you read. Can you feel the shift? That slight warmth in your chest? That gentle pressure lifting? That sense that something unseen is rearranging itself around your life? That is not imagination. It is alignment. My beloved, heaven saw something painful but necessary. Someone close to you, closer than you would like to believe, spoke against your path. They did not always do it out loud. Sometimes it was in their thoughts, sometimes in quiet conversations, sometimes in the way they reacted to your potential. They doubted your future. They questioned your ability. They feared that your success would silently expose their own refusal to grow. But heaven does not take instruction from jealousy. Heaven listens to purity. Heaven responds to intention. Heaven watched your resilience and responded to your heart, not their envy. And so the angels declare, the money tied to this soul was always theirs. No one could steal it. No one could erase their name from it. It could only be delayed, and that
delay ends now. Child, do not shrink this moment down in your mind. Do not treat it like just another encouraging word. Your life is not about to shift slowly. It is going to shift suddenly. A divine suddenly is approaching you. A sudden message, a sudden approval, a sudden opportunity, a sudden amount released from an unexpected place. A sudden yes where you once only heard no. This is not random luck. This is repayment. Repayment for every time you held your tongue instead of fighting back. Repayment for every time you did the right thing and still suffered loss. Repayment for every silent prayer you whispered when no one was watching. Repayment for every day you walked forward, even when you could not see the road. Heaven counted what you thought no one saw, and heaven has chosen this season to respond. My beloved, you were not abandoned. You were being prepared, and the preparation is complete. In what comes next, heaven will begin to show you what you must do as your blessing approaches, the final confirmation before your wealth arrives, and why Archangel Michael is calling your name with such urgency in this time.
My child, before I take you further, understand this clearly. You are not here by accident. You did not continue reading out of boredom. Your spirit led you deeper because heaven is opening gates that were locked for years. And only a soul that is truly ready can cross into this part of the message. Most people stop long before this. Most get distracted. Most lose focus. Most turn away the moment the spiritual pressure increases. But you didn't. You stayed. You followed. You moved forward even when the words grew heavier. And because you remained, heaven has opened another realm of truth for you, a realm very few ever enter. My beloved, listen closely. There is a final confirmation that appears before a blessing becomes visible. Heaven uses this confirmation to prepare your spirit so you can receive without fear, doubt, or confusion. The confirmation is subtle but powerful. Something in your daily life suddenly irritates you. Not major, not disastrous, just a small disruption. A delay, a minor argument, a random frustration, a sudden wave of tiredness, a moment when you feel like giving up for no reason. This is not an attack. This is not misfortune. This is a signal that your life is one step away from breakthrough. Heaven sends this sign because your blessing has already left the spiritual world. It is now crossing into your physical timeline, and the energy around you is shifting to make room for it. Whenever something great is about to enter your life, your spirit becomes sensitive. Small things feel bigger. Minor things feel heavier. Old emotions rise briefly, then fade quickly. This is not chaos. This is alignment. My child, pay attention. Right before the blessing arrives, your mind may hear a whisper. Maybe nothing will change. Maybe this is all imagination. Maybe you're hoping too much. These whispers do not come when life is empty. They come only when your destiny is about to turn. The enemy does not fight empty seasons. It fights the seasons where blessings are already on the way. So if your mind has been unusually noisy lately, that means your breakthrough is dangerously close, close enough to shake the spiritual world. But heaven has already sent protection. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword. Not a symbolic sword, a spiritual force that cuts through energy patterns, breaks invisible contracts, and clears anything standing between you and your blessing. Michael has already severed the ropes tying your finances. He has already dismantled the hands trying to block your progress. He has already burned the spiritual papers that once authorized delay in your life. You are free in the spiritual dimension, and now the physical dimension must obey that freedom. My child, breathe slowly. Feel the shift happening around you. Something divine is rearranging your path. Your spirit knows it. Your heart can feel it. And heaven itself is watching your steps. Now I must reveal what heaven is asking from you in this season. Not labor, not struggle, not chasing, not begging. Heaven asks only this: stay spiritually awake. Stay aware of signs. Stay open to guidance. Do not disconnect from divine messages, because in this season, every message is a step. Every step is a doorway. Every doorway leads directly to your blessing. Child of light, let me be brutally honest. Most people never reach this stage, not because heaven ignores them, but because they turn away too soon. They miss the signs. They lose alignment. They weaken at the edge of breakthrough. They fall asleep spiritually right when heaven is ready to release something, but you are not one of them. You stayed. You searched. You listened. You recognized the pull inside your spirit, and that alone makes you different from millions. Heaven sees you. Heaven knows your strength. Heaven knows your endurance. Heaven knows how many battles you carried silently. Heaven knows how many times you walked through pain with a smile just to keep life balanced. This blessing is not just a gift. It is repayment for what you carried quietly. Now I must show you something extraordinary. Your wealth is not only material. It is emotional freedom. It is mental clarity. It is spiritual awakening. It is release from patterns that once trapped you. It is protection from future losses. It is strength returning to places that once felt broken. Before the physical blessing arrives, heaven transforms you from within. You may feel sudden calm, sudden warmth, sudden clarity, sudden courage, sudden emotional release, sudden lightness. These sensations are not accidental. They are spiritual upgrades. Your frequency is rising. Your energy is shifting. Your spirit is unlocking doors that were closed for years. Every word you read here is loosening a chain you didn't know existed. Every paragraph is breaking a cycle you carried unknowingly. Every sentence is restoring something that was taken. This is why Archangel Michael said, "Open this message the moment you see it." If they delay, the blessing delays. Not because heaven punishes, but because timing matters. Your destiny has reached a moment of activation, and heaven needs your awareness to complete the shift. Child, the season of struggle is ending. The season of release is beginning. Your tears have not been ignored. Your battles have not been unseen. Your patience has not been wasted. Heaven has declared, "Restore them completely." My beloved, listen carefully now. In the next phase of your journey, you will feel a sudden moment, a moment when your chest feels lighter, your breath becomes deeper, your fears soften, and your heart feels unusually warm. That moment is not emotional, it is supernatural. It is the signal that heaven has touched your life, and once that moment arrives, your blessing begins to appear physically. But before I take you to that revelation, there is something heaven must show you. Who delayed your blessing? Why heaven overruled them? And how your blessing will begin manifesting in the coming days. This truth is deeper, heavier, and more powerful than anything revealed so far.
My child, prepare yourself, because what you're about to read now is the kind of truth heaven rarely reveals openly. Only those who reach this depth are trusted to hear it. Only those who continue this far are spiritually ready to receive it. And you reached here. That alone speaks volumes about your destiny. Now listen with your entire being, because heaven is lifting a veil. The person who slowed your blessing was not a stranger. It was someone familiar, someone who knew your strengths better than you did, someone who sensed your rising light long before you recognized it, and that frightened them. They saw what was written for you. They noticed your potential. They felt your destiny before you even touched it. Instead of celebrating your growth, they feared it. Instead of supporting your journey, they silently resisted it. Instead of wishing you well, they hoped your path would pause, just long enough for them to stay ahead. Child, I will tell you the truth without softening it. This person's heart could not handle your rise. Your success made them uncomfortable. Your breakthroughs made them insecure. Your glow made them question their own life. So they did what spiritually immature people do. They spoke doubt over your life. They whispered negativity. They questioned your decisions. They projected their fears onto your dreams. These small, silent actions created temporary fog around your blessing. Not permanent blocks, only shadows. Shadows that slowed, but could not stop what heaven designed for you. Heaven allows delays, but heaven never allows your destiny to be destroyed. My beloved, here is a truth most people never learn. No human being has the authority to cancel what heaven has written. They can create noise. They can cause detours. They can stir confusion, but they cannot change divine assignments. Your blessing was marked with your name long before their jealousy was born. But heaven saw everything. Heaven recorded each intention. Heaven felt every wave of insecurity directed at you. And when the time came, heaven declared a decision that could not be overturned. Remove every interfering energy. Cut off every silent opposition. Break every thread tied to their delay. Restore what belongs to them. That is why recently you may have felt sudden distance from certain people, sudden shifts in relationships, sudden emotional disconnect, sudden clarity about who belongs in your life, sudden heaviness around certain conversations, sudden intuition saying something is off. These were not coincidences. These were divine separations. Heaven was removing hands that were touching blessings that were never theirs. My child, you must hear this next truth with strength. Your blessing was never meant to be shared with people who would sabotage it. Heaven protected your future by cutting them out of your energy field. Whether they left willingly or through conflict, it was divine intervention. Now, listen. When heaven removes someone, it is because their presence would corrupt your next chapter. Your future requires clarity, not competition. Your destiny requires alignment, not insecurity. Your blessing requires purity, not hidden envy. You outgrew their vibrational level. Your spirit advanced. Your purpose expanded. Your timeline elevated. And heaven refused to let your next season be poisoned by old energy. My beloved, now that the interference is gone,
Your blessing is moving quickly, faster than ever before. But heaven wants you to understand why today mattered so much. Your blessing reached the edge of manifestation. It was sitting right at the door of your timeline. It only needed your spiritual awareness to walk through. This is why you felt pulled to this message. This is why the words gripped you. This is why your spirit refused to stop reading. This is why you felt something shifting inside you. Your destiny was calling you. Your wealth was calling you. Your divine timing was calling you. Now, child, listen closely. Something has been happening inside you these past few days, whether you noticed it or not. A strange pressure in your chest, a subtle emotional heaviness, a sense of something ending, a sense of something beginning, a sense of standing on the edge of change, moments of silence inside your spirit, sudden spikes of intuition. These experiences were not random. They were spiritual adjustments. Heaven has been recalibrating your energy so your blessing can locate you without resistance. Your path is being smoothed. Your spirit is being elevated. Your timeline is being aligned. Your inner world is being prepared for what is about to enter your life. This is why the message insisted, stay connected, stay aware, do not skip, do not disconnect at the edge. Your spiritual window is open now, and heaven wants you ready. My beloved, listen carefully. Heaven speaks in moments, not minutes. Heaven speaks in alignment, not calendars. And your moment of alignment is now. You have crossed a spiritual threshold. Your timeline has shifted. The patterns that held you back are losing power. Your old season has expired. And now heaven whispers, this soul is ready. Release the next chapter. But understand something essential. The blessing coming to you is not small. It is layered. It is structured. It is intentional. It is designed specifically for you. Your abundance will arrive in 3 waves, and each wave carries a purpose. But before I reveal the waves of your blessing, heaven insists you hear the next truth. The sign that your blessing is close is already inside your spirit. And you have felt it. You may have ignored it. You may have questioned it. You may have doubted it. But the sign is real. Your energy is rising. Your intuition is awakening. Your inner clarity is sharpening. Your emotional field is shifting. Your breath feels different. Your awareness feels wider. This is heaven preparing you for receipt. This is alignment. This is activation.
My child, now we step into the core of the message, the place where heaven finally reveals how your blessing will unfold and why it chose this exact season to manifest. You've reached the level where the spiritual blueprint can be shown to you. Most people never get here because their spirit disconnects before the unveiling begins. But you, my beloved, stayed. And heaven takes that seriously. Now listen closely. Every word in this part carries weight. Your blessing will arrive in 3 divine waves. Heaven rarely releases a major blessing all at once, because most souls cannot hold the full weight of abundance immediately. So your wealth comes in stages, each wave preparing you for the next. Wave 1, the signal of movement. This is the first shift, the announcement that change has begun.
It will come unexpectedly. A sudden message you didn't anticipate. A call you didn't anticipate. A response you've been waiting for. A small breakthrough that feels too perfect to be coincidence. It will be subtle in appearance, yet powerful in impact. This first wave is heaven whispering, "Pay attention. It has started." Your heart will recognize it instantly, even if your mind doubts it at first. Wave 2, the physical release. This is the moment the blessing enters your world tangibly. It can appear as an amount of money, a new opportunity, delayed payments finally released, someone helping you unexpectedly, an approval that shifts everything, a door opening that was locked for years. This is not symbolic, it is physical. It touches your life directly. This is the wave where you will say to yourself, "Something has shifted. This is my breakthrough." Your spirit will feel the truth before your eyes fully see it. Wave 3, the stabilizing blessing. This is the long-term abundance, the one that changes chapters, not moments. It feels like stability, consistent flow, protection over finances, sustained opportunities, growth that doesn't fade, elevation that cannot be reversed. This is the wave that moves you into a new season of life. This one does not come and go. It stays. It is your new normal. But how will the money appear? This is the question heaven now allows me to answer. Your blessing will come from a place where you gave more than you received, a place where your effort was not acknowledged, a place that owed you, a place that took your energy but never paid you back, a place heaven has now marked for restoration. This could be something stuck for a long time, something someone withheld, something you were promised but never received, something delayed by jealousy, something rightfully yours that was paused unfairly. Heaven is reopening that door, and this time it won't close before you walk through it. But there is another source too. Your blessing will also come through someone unexpected, someone who sees your worth, respects your spirit, recognizes your potential, is divinely guided toward you. They may not even know why they feel drawn to help you, but heaven has whispered your name into their spirit. This person becomes a vessel for your breakthrough. The sign before the money arrives. Heaven wants you to recognize this clearly so you do not mistake it for coincidence. Right before the blessing manifests physically, you will feel a sudden shift, as if your entire being releases a breath you didn't realize you were holding. It may come as a wave of peace, a warm sensation in your chest, sudden clarity, an unexpected calm, a moment where your heart whispers, "It's happening." This is not emotion. This is heaven touching your energy. Once this moment happens, nothing can stop what is coming. The door opens instantly. Things begin aligning effortlessly. Conversations, opportunities, timing, people, approvals. It will feel like the universe rearranged itself for you, because in truth, it did. Why heaven chose now? This is the part your spirit has been waiting for. Heaven looked at your past chapters, the pain you carried, the patience you showed, the faith you held on to when life felt heavy. But that is not what triggered the blessing. The real reason is this: your next season requires abundance. Your purpose is rising. Your path is expanding. Your upcoming responsibilities need resources. Your future chapter cannot begin while you're still stuck in survival mode. Heaven reviewed your destiny and said, "This soul cannot enter their next level empty-handed. Release their blessing now." Your blessing isn't random. It is preparation. What Archangel Michael is doing right now. Michael isn't just guarding your blessing. He is delivering something to your spirit. The strength you lost, the peace you've been searching for, the confidence buried inside you, the clarity you've been needing, and finally, the key to your financial release. This spiritual key opens doors others tried to close, breaks bonds others tried to tighten, restores opportunities you thought were gone, unlocks blessings that were held back, and protects what is coming so no one can interfere. Once this key touches your spirit, your path shifts instantly. A turning point is approaching. A moment is coming. A single decision, a single opportunity, a single conversation, a single message, a single approval that will alter the direction of your life. Heaven needed you awake for this moment. Heaven needed you aligned, not distracted. Heaven needed your spirit tuned to guidance. That's why this message reached you today. Not earlier, not later, but at the exact point where your destiny opened.
My child, now we enter one of the most sacred sections of this entire message. This is where heaven reveals what has changed in the spiritual realm, what has ended, what has begun, and what is being placed in your hands in this new season. Take a breath and let your spirit receive this. Number one, a spiritual contract has ended. There was a cycle you kept repeating, a cycle of waiting, a cycle of almost success, a cycle where everything moved forward only to stop suddenly, a cycle where blessings approached but never fully landed. This was not coincidence. This was a spiritual contract, a season assigned to teach, refine, strengthen, and awaken you. But hear this clearly. That contract has expired. Its time is over. Its authority has been removed. Its lessons are complete. Its hold on your life has ended. This is why recently you felt a sense that something was closing, a feeling that old energy no longer fits, a sudden emotional heaviness, then release, a quiet knowing that this chapter is done. You didn't imagine it. Heaven confirmed it. The past cannot pull you anymore. The delay cannot hold you anymore. The old cycle cannot repeat anymore. You have crossed out of it. Number two, a new destiny chapter has opened. The moment the old contract ended, another chapter opened, one that has been waiting for years. This chapter carries elevation, expansion, abundance, clarity, protection, acceleration. Your spirit is no longer surviving. It is transitioning into authority. Heaven has written a new line over your life. Move them forward. Their season has arrived. Child, understand this deeply. This new chapter is not random. It is intentional. It is designed for your rise. It is aligned with your purpose. It is connected to your calling. Everything you lost, everything withheld, everything delayed now returns multiplied. Number 3, the exact type of wealth coming to you. Heaven is placing a very specific form of abundance into your hands. This is assigned wealth, not accidental income. It carries spiritual purpose. This wealth includes financial opportunities that were blocked, payments or amounts that were withheld, approvals that were delayed, sudden, unexpected help, restoration of what was taken, new pathways you never saw before. And more importantly, this wealth is protected. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be diverted. It cannot be corrupted. It cannot be interfered with again. Archangel Michael himself is guarding it. This blessing elevates your life from instability to stability, from scarcity to flow, from waiting to receiving. Number 4, what will happen in the days before your blessing arrives? Heaven wants you to recognize these signs so you do not mistake them for ordinary emotions. In the days leading up to your financial release, you will notice a sudden inner wave of peace. This will come out of nowhere, like a quiet breath from heaven touching your heart, a moment of stillness inside your spirit, not emptiness, alignment, repeated numbers or spiritual signs, especially numbers linked to change, release, and divine timing, random moments of good news, small doors opening in unexpected ways, release of old emotional burdens. You may feel lighter without knowing why. A sense of being watched over, as if something is guiding your steps. These signs appear only when a blessing has already left the spiritual world and is entering your physical reality. They mean one thing: your manifestation is approaching. But heaven also warns, when the blessing gets very close, distractions may rise, doubt may whisper, tiredness may appear, small emotional triggers may surface. This is not failure. It is spiritual turbulence, the final shake before breakthrough. Do not fall for it. Stay aligned. Stay awake. Stay aware. The blessing is already moving.
The final message before this part ends. My child, you have walked through a valley without knowing heaven was measuring each step. You carried weights that would have broken lesser souls. You endured seasons that were unfair, unbalanced, and lonely. But you kept moving. You kept believing. You kept holding on to the little light left inside you. Heaven saw all of it. And now heaven has decided. Lift this soul into a new season. Restore them fully. The delay is over. The resistance is broken. The interference is removed. The blessing is released, and the new chapter has begun. You are not stepping into abundance. Abundance is stepping into you. You are not chasing the blessing. The blessing is finding you. You are not hoping for change. Change has already started. Your life is entering alignment. Your wealth is entering flow. Your spirit is entering clarity. Your destiny is entering acceleration. This part ends here, but your breakthrough does not.